to That's Brilliant with PC. Thank you for joining this session. It's been a long time coming, and I have something special for you. Hopefully, you'll be able to get something out of it today. So, today's session is I'm going to share with you how to get your notebook from Canva to Amazon KDP. But I'm also going to share with you how to create like the interior pages of your notebook real easy without having to do it in Canva. But hopefully this will be helpful to you so that you can start getting that stuff loaded in and start making some sales. So why don't we go ahead and get started? So first of all, I am going to start out with the tool that some of you might be familiar with and others may not, and it's called BookBolt. So, and I'm going to leave the link in the description so that you can click on it and get like a free 3-day trial. So if you follow this step by step, you can watch it afterwards and have your notebook and pen and laptop or computer ready and just follow the steps kind of side by side. You can take advantage of that 3-day free trial and upload as many as you can, because I think once you get the process down, you'll understand how the process will work. So the reason why I am sharing it this way is because oftentimes, or some things with Canva, if you don't find the right template for your interior pages, you might have to build them yourself. And it can be a little time consuming. And I know how it gets when you're working on something and it just seems like it's taken forever to get it produced. So this is why I'm going to show you this way. So anyway, the website is BookBolt. And once you set up your account through BookBolt, you're going to see an interface like this. And on the far left-hand side, you're going to see a little panel. And I'm not going to go through everything, but it's some great options for you to kind of like do your research, figure out the categories, everything, all things concerning like Amazon KDP and how to maximize your visibility, if you would. But so this is under research mode. This is like really once you get into the nuts and bolts of things and you're trying to, like I said, increase your visibility, enhance like your uses, your keywords and all that stuff for your book description and all that stuff. They offer this. You can even look at various similar products out there like notebooks, journals, or planners and see what other users are using, but that'll be for another video. But for now, we're going to select create. And when we go over to create, they give you two options, the BookBolt Studio as well as the BookBolt Mass Cover Converter. I'm not going to cover this today, but we're going to go ahead and select on BookBolt Studio, and this is where all the goodness begins. So once that loads up, I would first advise, now I already have a project going in here, but I'm going to share with you how to actually take your cover that you've created in Canva and move it over to KDP. I'm sorry, BookBolt. So, and okay, let me back up. So the caveat to this tool is their interior pages and their cover template is all set together. So it's KDP ready, meaning it's Amazon. You can load it up into Amazon KDP and it's formatted properly so you don't get all these errors that typically occur if you really don't know how to do it. That's why I said, if you do it over here, you're more than likely, do it several times, get several books out there. And then you can go over to Canva and create your own interior pages or what have you once you get comfortable with it. But this just eliminates a lot of the error and the frustration behind loading things up into Amazon KDP. So anyway, I'm going to go over to project. One second here. I'm going to go over to project and I'm going to go ahead and create new project. Now it'll be new for you when you first log in. And so the project type, they give you some options, and these are the current options that are available in um, Amazon KDP. So you can either set up just your cover for a paperback, your interior for a paperback, or cover and interior, which is what we're going to do. Or you can select the options for the hardcover version of your book, journal, or planner. So you have a lot of options there. So I'm going to start with the paperback, cover, and interior. And then I'm going to give it a name. So we're just going to say love and joy prayer journal. You name it whatever you like. Just make sure you describe, put your description in there. Um, um, I'm just going to put A for now. And the only reason why I say A is because I have a lot. No, I won't. I'll just say green so I'll know because I have a lot of different colors in this. So that'll give me different variations. The next part is the trim size. So the trim size is basically the size of your book. A 6x9 is a standard book, a traditional book, like something that you read. Now, some may be a little smaller and some may be a little larger. But I typically go with a 6x9. It's a nice size. It's not too big, but it's not too small. But if you have a particular book or journal at home, you may take a ruler or a measuring tape and just measure the dimensions on that, and that will give you the size of book that you might want to create. But for this example, we're going to use a 6x9 inch, and then the 15.24 by 22.86 centimeters is the whole width of the book cover, the full width of the cover if it's laid out flat. So anyway, and that's good. Like if you're setting up a full cover template in Canva, you would want to get those dimensions there. But for now, we're just going to use this since we're doing it in BookBolt and it's creating a cover template for you. And then it gives you the options to select your interior page, like if you want black and white with white paper, cream paper, if you want color pages, a premium color. Now, no, and this is for how it will print out when you upload it to Amazon KDP. So if you're wanting color, you can always actually start out with a standard color, unless like you have a coloring book or something of some sort with a lot of heavy color in it, then I might go with the premium color. But understand that the prices will change depending on the choice or the selection. Same with the hardcover. So anyway, then you have the option for the bleed and no bleed. So for KDP purposes, you would want to set it to bleed. And what that means is like your images, and by default, the cover is set to bleed. And what that means is like any image that goes outside of, see this little line here, out to the edge of the book, it means that it's going to be printed that way with a bleed. But if you don't want to bleed, it needs to stay within the little boundaries there. Same for your interior. So we're just going to keep it as a bleed. And then also you're going to set the number of pages. Now for a journal, you can set it to as many pages as you choose. But for me, I like a nice size journal. So I'm going to go ahead and put 200. So it's a pretty thick book. Now it could be less than that, but for this purpose, I'll select 200. And what this is going to do is size the template to the number of pages that would be in the book. So once it's folded over, the spine, the width of the spine is basically, the number of pages, if you would, the thickness of the book. If I did 100, it would be half of this, and so on and so forth. So now you have the cover template, and then you have the blank pages. So there are 100 pages in this little panel here, and this is what you're going to work with. So the first thing that we're going to do is go over to KDP now. I mean, no, I'm sorry. Go over to Canva with the idea that you already have created your cover designs in Canva. So I have some examples of how I created my cover designs. So these are just a simple, I don't know what size this is. Let me see. This is an eight and a half by 11, but it can be sized down because I'm going to download these to just PNG, so it can be what do you call it? I can resize it if you would. So I've got quite a few here, so I'm just going to select something that I like. And if you see this kind of saves time. Sometimes I'll get on a roll and just have like one quote unquote document or one file. Like if I'm making book covers, I'll just make one file and change out maybe the image, change the colors, and so on and so forth. And so I have something to work with, especially when I want to be able to move stuff pretty quickly and, push it down the pipeline. So for this purpose, I'm just going to find something to work with here. Let's just see. Now I uploaded that. So this is the front and that's the back. I think I kind of like the red. Well, it's winter. Well, I was gonna say it's winter time, but this girl she's wearing summer clothes. So I guess it doesn't matter. I'll go ahead and choose the red. It's pretty cool. Don't want that. Okay, let me just pick something here. So for this purpose, I'm gonna say red and yellow journal. And I'm going to say front. And then I'm going to go ahead and copy this. And then I'm going to take front out and type in back so that I know when I go to download the file, I'll know what to look for. So once I've selected my two or figured out which images that I want to use per se or create, I'm going to go to a share. I'm going to hit download, and then I'm going to make sure this is set to PNG. I'm going to change this number, or you can pull this over. I'm going to change this to 3. And then I don't want to select all 45 pages, but what I'm going to do is deselect the first page, and I'm going to scroll down to the section where I just named. So see how convenient this is? You'll know which one you need to select by what you named it. So this is I'm going to select both of them. And then when I download it, it's going to create a zip file. It's going to zip the items up. And another cool thing is if you want some instant samples of your book or journal to advertise, you can print your journals through Canva. Now they are quite expensive, but if you just want to have something to show as a point of inspiration, you can do that. Because you can select any of your covers to see what it'll look like. But yeah, that's just an idea. You can print it through Canva. But like I said, it's a little pricey, but hey. Anyway, so this file is completed downloading, loading, or what have you. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. And we're going to go back over to BookBolt. And as soon as that we figure out where that's at, okay. So I am going to, so I'm on a Mac, and so I'm going to um, unzip it. Make sure I've got, yeah. Unzip it by double clicking on the file so it can unzip it automatically. And so now in BookBolt, and you can't see that screen, but over here in BookBolt, I'm going to make sure that the cover is selected. And then I'm going to select File Library. And you'll see that I already have some, pages already set. So like this one, I actually have two separate files, which I'm going to do for the one that we're working on. But you can also create one full page based on that dimension that I showed you, like for the full cover. You can create a full cover in Canva with that template and then upload it here, and then you don't have to worry about placing it because you have the spine and all that good stuff. Whereas here you would have to create your spine. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and select upload image. And it's going to take a minute here. And download. Okay. So I'm just going to select these two. Hit that. Wait for those to download. Hopefully it'll upload the front cover. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to select the front cover. And the layout of the book is like, if the layout of this template is like, if you open the book and you lay it flat with the cover facing you, well, you'll know the front cover of the book is going to be on the right-hand side. And so that we're just going to keep that there. But now you're going to have to play around with this. And because this is just a straight PNG file, it's going to stretch this image a bit, but you'll get the gist. So I'm just making sure that like my wording is within the border, but I am going to stretch this a bit and kind of pull it out so that it covers the pink line. So you're going to see this stretch. A little bit. And then I would pull it over because you're gonna, unless you create your own, spine, if you would, then you can, like I'm selecting a box here, and then I could make my own spine and make it cover, this. I might just go ahead and do it. So you can stretch it out. Then you can change the color to something that blends in. So maybe I want the blue, to pull in the blue. So you can kind of play with that. That'll be kind of neat. And then you can just be as creative as you want to be. You don't even have to do that. You could stretch this over, but I think I like that. So anyway, now I need to go and get that second image. I'm going to hit that little double image thing back there and hit this. And then now I'm going to place this file again, make sure it covers the pink lines. If you had a barcode, you want to make sure you kind of place it in that area. But for low content books, you don't need a barcode. And then I can still see a little pink line there. So I just kind of stretch it out a little bit. I can see it up here as well. Let me see if I can stretch it there. It's a little tricky, but you got to kind of play around with it. Okay. probably pull it out from the edge over here. Okay, I think we're good with that. And I'll just stretch that just a tad bit more. It can go over just a tad. And I think we're good. So that's my book. Very colorful, but I like colorful things. Anyway, so now that we have that done, now we want to work on the interior part. And like I said, this is really easy. This is really simple. So if you click this little maze block, if right here, this is going to be for all your templates. This is where it gets good. So you have a choice of like notebook type templates, word puzzles, mazes, money. So like if you want to create like a budget book to sell or to-do list or health book and planner, all that good stuff, it's here. A travel planner, all that good stuff. Now, there are some that, depending on what membership you have, there's the free. You'll have to select free and see what options are available under free, especially if you're using the three-day free trial, then you'll probably need to just select free. But if you are a pro user, and I believe it's about 17 or so a month, it's under $20 a month. However, you'll get access to all these different type of templates. And like I said, they're already formatted to just upload into KDP without having all the errors and stuff, trying to reformat it, because it can be a pain. Let me tell you, I've been there. So I'm grateful for BookBolt. So anyway, like I said, you have a variety of options. You can just kind of go through this and see. There's so much to choose from. Lesson plans for teachers or at home, what do you call it? Teachers, moms, homeschool. That's what I was trying to think of. So anyway, I'm not going to keep you with this, but I'm just going to select something here. And because mine is a little different, I think, let me see what I want to create. I am going to create why don't I try I'm like a kid in a candy store. You start seeing all this stuff. I just kind of want to show you, like, you could do tax checklist. Like if you have a small business, you could put together a little business planner if you would. Subscription tracker, and you can combine these pages and stuff. So let me just kind of share with you. Let's just do a financial planner, if you would, a tracker. So I'm going to select, I think I'm going to say finance. Money. Okay, let me hit this. I'm going to hit the little, there we go. So if you hit the little hashtag, it'll group the items together. So this is a good idea because, like, you might want to mix and match some of your pages, and this is the purpose of me doing it this way. So I'm going to select money, and I'm going to select planner because I kind of want to mix and match some of my stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to figure out which one I want to start with. This is taxes. Let's just start with the monthly planner. So right here, remember I have 200 pages. So right here, I can either say I want the monthly planner to be a whole 200 pages. And if I did, I would hit select all and then deselect the cover and then go ahead and hit next. Keep the aspect ratio and the work area since it's set up for KDP, and I could submit it that way. And I'm doing it this way so you, just in case you change your mind or you want to try different things. And so it's loading, and what it's going to do is every page into all the interior pages are going to have like a monthly planner page. So let's just wait till that loads, and you can kind of pull this in to see. So it's really basic, but it has like your monthly planner and then some notes. And I think you can add some graphics if you want to on this. But just say, oh, I changed my mind. And so I'm gonna undo this. Or I'm sorry, I shouldn't undo it. I'm gonna clear it. So you can clear the pages and start over. And so it's gonna say, it's gonna pull up what you've already done, and you can select the pages that you want to clear up, or you can just, you can individually select them, or you can hit select all and then hit either clear page templates or clear all. So I'm going to go ahead and select clear all, and then it's going to ask you if you're sure. And I'm going to be like, yes, I said yes. So clearing that out, and then I'm going to go ahead and let's see, go back to the little maze again. And then I'm going to just do, let's just say I only want the first 12 pages to be a monthly planner, since we have 12 months in the year. So I'm going to hit 1, 2, 3. And of course it's numbers, so that's good. We'll just do that. And then, okay, so you can do it individually, or you can say, okay, I only want the odd pages to be the planner page or whatnot. So you can select odd, and so the ones in blue are going to be that portion. Or you want maybe the first half of, like, so the first 100, if it's a 200 file, 200 page book or whatever, the first 100 pages can be one set of pages, and then you'll, after you load those in, you can come back and do the second half. So anyway, I'm going to deselect all and just do the first 12 pages. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do, to save us time, I'll just go ahead and select all. But you get the gist of these buttons up here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit next, and then hit submit. And once that is done, you're pretty much done with the book. And so now you have your journal cover, or your planner cover, or what have you. And then you have your interior pages done. And so all you have to do is download them. So for this purpose, when you're printing a book, you want to make sure that you download it in CMYK format, in the same way you would do when you download the photos or what have you, your files in Canva. It needs to be CMYK. So that basically CMYK is it's the color system for print designs. RGB is the color system for electronic or digital, like anything that you see on screen, like a presentation or what have you. It's going to need to be in RGB format. Now, the thing about it is RGB gives it a better, crispy, brighter color. So you do have to play around with it, because what I've noticed when you do select CMYK, this beautiful red and blue and green or whatever may be a little duller. So just keep that in mind. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and download it, the CMYK for printed books. And then it's going to basically download the file and zip it up. And I'm going to unzip it. And then we're going to get started with moving it over to, or uploading it over to KDP. And I'm going to show you how easy that is, hopefully, and not keep you too long. Give me 1 second here while that's still loading. I'll get KDP ready. Now, I can tell you it takes about, I guess, with the number of people uploading books to Amazon, it's taking them about a week or so to proof the file and approve it. So, anyway, just keep that in mind. So it's still preparing the pages, but for right now, I'm going to take you over to KDP. We'll keep that in the background. But if you go to kdp.amazon.com, set you up an account, all that good stuff. Once you get logged in, you're going to hit create. And then you're going to select the type of book. Like I said, you have the option for paperback or hardcover, which is in beta. But that's pretty cool that you can do it in hardcover. And then as you had seen over with BookBolt, you have the option for ebook. So it can show up on your computer or your tablet or what have you. But we're going to select create paperback. And it's a pretty simple process. So I'm going to go ahead and select the book or create a book title. So I'm just going to say Love and Joy Notebook, Love and Joy Monthly Planner. And then, so you can add a subtitle, but this is also used like if you're actually uploading a book that you've written or something that has a subtitle or a series or an edition, blah, blah, blah. You can go ahead and create your author name. You can either use your name or pen name. And for this purpose, I'm going to create a pen name. And sorry, my computer's running slow there. Okay. And then you can write a description. So say, for instance, you're not really good at writing descriptions. You can go over to ChatGPT or Google Bard. So bard.google.com. I'll use it for this purpose. As soon as it pops up, here we go. And I'm just going to, because I want it to give, I'm surprised they haven't integrated like AI into their tool. I'm sure they might pick it up, possibly. So I'm going to say, create a book description. Okay. A book description for a low content book that is a 12-month, or not 12-month, monthly planner with only calendar and note pages. It is black and white interior with a colorful red, yellow, and blue cover. It has 200 pages and is a, so I'm just giving the details so they can give me, kind of rewrite this and make it, I should have said add keywords or something, but this is pretty cool. Okay, so I'll take all of this and copy it over here, right? So it just makes it, because you could have like different keywords in there. I should have said something like, make sure you add keywords or whatever, SEO keywords. But for this purpose, I'm just trying to get it down the track. So that my what do you call it? My title is nice and all the good stuff. I mean, my description is cool. So anyway, we'll go there. For publishing rights, you can select that you own the copyright and you hold the necessary publishing rights. But if you're using any public domain work and it explains it in more detail, uh, like if there's a copyright or whatnot on the work that you are publishing, then you would need to add that. But I would read through that so you would understand. But for now, I'm going to say I own the copyright, blah, blah, blah. Primary audience. Does it contain sexually explicit images or titles? No. Reading age, I normally say I leave that blank because you have to, especially if it's under like for minors or whatever, you have to kind of go through this process before you upload and all that stuff. So I just leave it alone. Primary marketplace, if you're in the US, it would be Amazon.com, but it does give you the other countries like France and so on and so forth. Categories. Now you can choose the category. Now, let me see if I can go back over it. I can go back over. Oh, it's still loading. Oh, okay, we're almost done. I was going to say let's go back over to BookBolt, but maybe it'll let me jump over here. Now, you remember when I said BookBolt has kind of like some extra research tools? Now, for categories, I can go down back over to BookBolt, click on KDP categories, and as soon as that loads, one of these good old days. Okay, ooh, I see my file. It just downloaded. So that took about 10 minutes. So anyway, I can type in a keyword and it'll give me like categories to put my book in, like the best categories to put my book in. As soon as it will unlock, my book is my computer is a little locked up. Okay, so I'm going to say monthly planner. So, okay, that just gave me weddings. So we don't want to put it under weddings, but let's see, planner. Let's just see this. Okay, well, that wasn't a good idea. Monthly, what else do you call it? Calendar? Yeah. Well, so much for that. Okay, let me try this again. Planner. Let's just say planner book. Oh, this is like really, really off. Okay, scratch that because that's not good. Okay. It's not doing what I needed it to do. So anyway, we'll just scratch that. Get back over here so at least y'all can get your books uploaded. I was just going to try to show you a trick, but obviously that's not going to work. So for right now, I'm just going to say, let's just say this is for, I'll just say business and money. You can say general, or you can give it a subcategory. I'll just leave it as general. This is just for my book. And then here it says categories, under categories. Does your book classify as any of these types? Low content book or a large print book? So it is a low content book. Gonna go ahead and select that. Keywords. If you're having some issues with this, I would still use Google Bard. And so I would say, or Katie, what do you call it? I'm sorry. Chat GPT, and to get some keywords to categorize your book so that it's easy for people to find. So create some highly visible keywords for the planner above for use. Uh, uh-oh. Sorry, this computer is running slow. Give it a second here, but I'm just trying to say that we want to create some highly visible keywords or SEO keywords for a planner that is that is on or KDP or what have you. As soon as this unlocks itself. Okay. For use with, oh my gosh. Okay. Amazon KDP. It's a women's planner. Okay. So you can select 7 keywords that stand out to you. Especially, just think of it as what people might use it for. The different search terms. So you could say gift for women. Of course, I'm changing this up a little bit. The planner, I'm just showing you how to do this, but this wouldn't be something I would actually upload into KDP. But we'll do this. I'm just copying and pasting these. And I know I'm kind of taking my time, but I just know there are some people out there that kind of just need that help in getting it loaded up and all that good stuff. So I hope this helps. Actually, would have put productivity planner, but we'll just use these for now. And they don't always have to all say planner. It could be books for women. It could just be any kind of keyword that is so associated, things that you think people would look at. And there's some research behind all that, but this is just starting. Publication date, you can just set it for publication date and release date are the same. Release date, really don't need that because it's going to be on sale within 72 hours. Oh my gosh, I'm getting tired. 72 hours. Okay, then we're going to hit save and continue. Okay, that's a good thing. Now here's the fun part. So we can publish without the ISBN, and really ISBN is like the social security number for a book, especially ones that you have written. We don't need it for the low content book, so we'll go ahead and keep that as such. Then you're going to select the print options, and you remember when we first set things up in BookBolt to set up the actual book, it gave you these options. So it just mimicked what's here in KDP. So it's going to be black with white interior with white paper, 6x9, no bleed. Actually, we set bleed in the other one, but we'll just leave it as is. Then for your cover, if you want a matte finish or a glossy finish, now let me tell you, with Amazon, the matte finish is a really, really good feeling book cover. The glossy cover is going to be like cardstock, and I'm talking about paperback. So it's a cardstock and with a little shine to it, and it looks good for a minute, but with wear and tear, yeah, it's gonna have more wear and tear. The glossy is gonna have more wear and tear than the matte finish. Like I said, the matte has a really good feel. It's almost like my friend said, kind of like it feels like velvet, but I don't know what type of paper they use for that, but I really like it. So anyway, now here's where we upload the manuscript, so the interior pages. So if we go back over to BookBolt, it has completed my download. But what it did is it zipped up the files, but it created two separate files. It created like my book cover file and my interior page file. So I'm going to go over here and open it up here. And I'll go ahead and pull this in. I'm unzipping, I'm sorry, the file. So when I go over here to upload, I'm going to go over to my downloads folder. And hopefully, nope, that's not what we're doing. I got to figure out what it was. I think it's this. Okay, I'm not sure, so I'm gonna have to dig through this. No, it should be open. Oh, it's this one with the CMYK. Boom. So you can see there's my cover. Okay, it's real pretty. And then I have the actual interior pages, which is what I want to, and you can see it more clearer over here. But this is what I want to print. So I'm going to select open, and then it's going to upload. And hopefully it'll accept it because we'll be able to view it once everything is uploaded. We'll be able to scan through and make sure there are no errors. And like I said, it's better when you have something already formatted because those errors can be, especially when you have to go back to Canva or whatever tool that you're using to format your book and you got to go redo everything. So it uploaded my cover and my interior. So I'm going to go ahead and you could actually create your cover using their oh my gosh, their cover creator, but it's horrible. I'm sorry, it's not horrible. I shouldn't say that. It's not the best. It's not Canva. Let's just say that. But since we've already created ours, we're going to select upload a cover. We're going to select this PDF that BookBolt created. And now we'll wait while this uploads. And we hope that the cover is set properly and it does not get any errors either. And the main thing is, when you're going back and you're looking at the cover design, make sure that your text is within the dotted lines closest to the interior. You need to make sure it's within that and not outside because that's how you get docked in KDP. That's how the errors are generated. So, and then they have this special block here that asks if you're using AI generated content. For my book, I am not. And then now you want to select preview launcher or launch previewer so you can see your book and see if you can approve it. See if it's going to throw any errors. Now it may have some warnings, but hopefully there won't be anything that's going to prevent us from moving forward with the file upload. So we'll just wait on that. Okay, it's checking the cover, moving right along. So also let me know in the comments how you like this video. Like I said, I know it's pretty lengthy, but we're going through from start to finish. I know I was gonna do a live on it, but I just wanted to make sure that it was kind of straightforward and I got through all the little details of this and not be all over the place. So, but I hope to do a live, hopefully later on this week with some more, a little bit more. Okay, everything wants to pop up. We don't need that. But yeah, hopefully, I hope this, I don't know why I keep saying hope. I think I'm tired. It's late on a Monday night. But my desire is that you would be able to upload your books and as many as you can and earn some passive income. So it's checking the fonts, it's doing all this good stuff. It takes a minute or two. So we'll just go ahead and let that be. One day I'll get good at editing videos, but hey, this is my channel days of uploading videos and stuff. I'm still in the infancy stage. So I'm still learning this process, but hey, I'm just getting consistent with these videos and stuff. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any questions or you have something around Canva or creative designs or whatever that you might be interested in learning. And I will try to put something together. And then also anything that you would like to have like a live Q&A, which I hope to host a few before the end of the year here. And we have about what, 2.5 weeks left before the end of the year. It's pretty cool. Okay, it's checking for everything. And I hope this is hurrying up. So hurrying up. Give it another minute here. And again, one day I'll learn how to clip this so that we don't have all this space in between and this excess rambling. Give it another minute here. Hopefully it will wrap itself up. Okay, so it's preparing the PDF, print ready PDF. So come on, let us rock and roll. But hopefully you will find that pretty simple to use. Let me get this off of here. It's trying to do everything under the sun. Okay. So I'm gonna, while that's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and find, I'm gonna clear these pages. Select all, deselect my cover, clear all. And then I'm gonna find another interior. Oh, here we go. It's about to pop up. Okay, there we go. Back over here so you can see what's in the red. Looks like we were on point. So like I said, the dotted lines, the one closest to the interior, you just always want to make sure your text, your font or your text is within that area. And you can see it on your template when you upload it, just to get an idea. Just always make sure you're an inch or two down, if you would. Now the image you can play around with, but your font or your text needs to be within. So that looks good for the cover, and it looks like it went through okay because I can hit approve. But I'm just going to click through this, and you can see, and what I mean by formatting, BookBolt already formats the interior covers based on your dimensions and all that, or interior designs with how it should be formatted for KDP. So in this case, we have no errors. And this is, I'm telling you, it's so helpful because it can be difficult. So anyway, I'm going to hit approve. That was pretty simple. And so we've already gone through that. And then I'm going to, oh, let me back up here. So now we previewed the book, and now it's going to give you a summary. So the summary is sharing how much it's going to cost per book to print. So the printing cost of this is $3.40 per book for a 200-page book. That's really, really good. That's the caveat to using Amazon KDP, but I do notice like the average cost of these little journals or low content books have been like $7.99, $8.99 or whatever. So the profit margin is very, very small unless you up the cost of your book. But just to let you know, If you want your actual copies of your book, this is what you're going to pay for if you order like through the back panel for author copies. So anyway, you'll save and continue, which is a really, really good price. And a lot of people that I know upload books to Amazon, not for the sake of having it on Amazon, but for the sake of printing it from Amazon because it's cheaper. It's one of the cheapest out there. Okay. And so now this final section is for the paperback rights and pricing. So territories, select the territories for which you'll hold distribution rights. So I'll say all territories worldwide, primary marketplace, Amazon.com. And here's where you get to the pricing and royalty. So let's just say if I put it at $7.99, which like I said, is the going price, you're not going to get a whole lot from it. But because it's like passive income, it'll be like $1.39 that you'll receive after they print and ship. So that's why it's just, you got to keep these things in mind. Let's just say if this was a $20 book, see how your royalty increases? So you would get $8.60 back off the sale of this book. But because, like I said, it's low content and you want to keep the prices competitive, you could do $7 or $8.99. Or you can set it to whatever you choose. But just keep in mind that this is what you're going to get back. I'm going to go ahead and put that $9 on there, and you can get $10 back. But $2 back. So again, that is what your royalty, your profit. So and this is what you're selling it for, $9. And then these are the other, since we selected worldwide, this is what it's set for in other countries, like in the UK, France. I'm not sure which one this is. I want to say Denmark, but I'm thinking that's wrong. I don't know. But I think that's very wrong. But anyway, you can set the prices for that and you can see what you're going to get from there as well, because it's going to be worldwide, if you would. And then it's just giving you your terms and conditions. And it could take up to 72 hours for your book to be available. You can request the proof, but in this case, if you're cool with it, this is not really an actual book. Like I said, once they approve your book, you can order author copies and order it at that low rate, while people from the front end of Amazon will have to pay like this rate. Now, I'm not going to publish this because I want to change the interior. But basically, that is all that you would have to do. That's how you get the book into Amazon KDP. And I would say about 72 hours, like they say, up to a week, because it did take them about a week. It seemed like on mine, I don't know. But you can check back to KDP to see if it's approved, and then you can look for your book on Amazon, and there you have it. So let me know if you followed this through and you uploaded your book. Please come back and tell me that you uploaded your book. I want to see some completed projects out there. Show me what you've done. Give it a shout out. Let me know that you got it done. Take the rest of this week and just work this through. Follow through the video, even through all my rambling or whatever, and follow it through till you get it uploaded to Amazon, and then come back. And then if you do, and if you share a link, if it's before Christmas, I might send you something in the mail, okay? Or send you something virtual. But you have to have proof that your book is out there. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Hope you have a good one. You take care. Bye-bye.